Alright, we're going to make a little bit of the steak butter right now. My butter here is softened, room temperature. Alright, there's, oh shit. Fuck, I forgot something. Forgot my beer. Gotta have a beer. Uh-huh. Yummy yum. Gotta wait. Okay. Should have poured it so quick. Alright, so in our steak butter here. Let's see. Where you at? There you go. Alright, I'm gonna put a little parsley. I got here some thyme and some rosemary. I'm not gonna use all that rosemary because I'm gonna have some for the potatoes. Okay. So thyme, I don't know, most of you have probably seen thyme, I'm sure. I've used it. It's on a big stem. You just got to de-stem it. So take the leaves, the little tiny leaves. This is like the most tedious thing that you can do in the kitchen. Get the leaves off the thyme. Oh, here, go do something. Go fucking take thyme off of this fucking huge bunch of fucking thyme. Yes, chef. Alright, so we're going to get that off of there. Little bit of time goes a long way, okay? It's good stuff. Alright, then we got our parsley. Took all the big stem off it. And the same thing we're going to do, we're just going to pull some of those rosemaries off of there. Okay, and I use a Montreal steak spice for this amount of butter, which I don't need much. Like a quarter teaspoon, and maybe a little more. But that's still about a quarter teaspoon. You don't want to make it too salty. All right, we got that in there. And then we're going to put a little bit of lemon juice in. Okay, just a cup with this amount. Ooh, that's good right there. Beer's ready. Time to drink some beer. Ah, yeah. Alright, so now we'll chop up these herbs. To gather them all up real tight. Keep your fingers out from under it. More than enough. Okay. Nice chop, rough chop. You don't have to go too fine. Okay. Alright, we're going to get that up in there. Half of that would be fine, probably. Okay, so we got lemon juice, Montreal, a little bit of herbs, thyme. Time to stir the onions. See how the onions are doing? See? It's dry. Still sweating the sugars out of it. Okay. Coming along good. Coming along good. Alright. Alright. So, we'll take let me get a spoon so I can stir up the butter, make it into a compound butter, which we're making here. Okay. So, compound butter. Stir that around. Okay. Then we're going to taste. Give it a little taste. See how that looks? See the texture of that? See about how much herbs are in that? That's just right. That's exactly right there. Okay. So, that's good. Perfect right there. Of course, at work I use unsalted butter. This I've got salted butter at home, so it's good though. So you didn't put too much of the Montreal spice in there, so that, and you still season your steak. Get a good sear on it. Put a little bit of that on top of there. If you have never had that, you don't know what you're missing. You should have that on every steak. So, as I continue here, the caramelized onions still got a little time left to go, so my steak, I can go ahead and season that, or actually tenderize it, so I'll show you how to season it. Steaks are best cooked, especially at home, when they're at room temperature. If you try to get them at room temperature, they sear quick and they hold their juices good, and just a better way. So we're gonna fork it. Let me get a fork. I like to fork it. I like to fork it things. Alright, so we're just gonna, I'm sure many of you have tenderized meat this way. Get down, get especially where that fat runs through there. Don't miss and get your hand though. I've done that before. Alright, there we go. That's about enough. Cut through that shit. Okay, so we're going to season it up. We're going to use some Montreal steak seasoning. Okay. And you don't want to put too much, but because you're going to have the other spices on there. Right? That's about right there. Sprinkle just a little on both sides, just like Emerald used to say. I don't know about you, but I don't like one-sided tasting food. So make sure you season both sides of everything. Okay. There you go. Okay. Nice. Alright, now I gotta wash my hands. So I'm gonna stick that over here by the foie gras. Wash my hands up. Oh yeah. Okay. Now let's see what else. I got the potatoes made already, waiting on the onions, and just gonna drink some beer, I guess. Put some shit away. Alright. Onions are about done. Caramelized onions for the caramelized onion mashed potatoes, okay? So I'm going to chop up the rosemary, add it to those, so it will start to perfume those onions up a little bit. So put that right into those. Stir it around a little bit with my high heat spatula. You can see how those onions have gotten soft and getting caramelized. Okay. That rosemary smells good. Okay, so I made some potatoes, heated them up. Made some potatoes earlier and warmed them up in the microwave a little bit. So I'm going to add those. I got more than enough. It's like enough for two here, so I'll have some for later. Alright, get that in there. Alright, so we're going to got our cast iron skillet getting hot. Okay. So we're going to stir those in the caramelized onions with the potatoes. Oh yeah, look at that. There we go. Looking good. Oh, smells good. That's going to be good. Good. There we go. Keep those warm. Turn that down to warm. Alright, while that's infusing with all that stuff, is what we call it, infusion. We're going to start our steak. A little bit of olive oil. What did I do with the fucking olive oil? Oh, there it is. A little bit of olive oil, not too much. Okay. Just a tiny bit. You got fat in the steak, so. Alright. Get that searing. Can't wait for that foie gras. It'll be good, good. Alright, so get that searing. Cat, get out of there. You cat. And I gotta get a beer. Beer time. Out of beer. So, since, you know, that's a fairly thin steak, won't take too long, you know, so we're gonna pour ourselves a beer. Wait for that. I don't know if I mentioned, this is my homemade beer here. I had a Stella Artois from work. I love those things. This is my beer. And pumpkin brown ale. I've got a raspberry plunder working. You'll be able to see that shit. That's in the right in there. Where the hell? I don't know. That's in the, where is it? Right there. Working right there in the jug. Right there. It's going to be ready to bottle here this week. Can't wait to taste that shit. Good shit. So, alright, so we're getting some brownness going. We're getting caramelization going on the steak. It's caramelization also. And gonna get ready to plate this up. Alright, I like mine. See? Going good. I like my steak medium rare. I'm sure most of you do too. Medium rare to medium. Good. Alright. I'm going to get a plate ready for the steak, for the potatoes. I didn't get no vegetables. Oh shit. Why didn't I get any vegetables? Because I got foie gras. Oh yeah. I don't need any fucking vegetables. Oh, I got onions in the mash. That's right. I got onions in the mashed potato. That's my vegetable. So where it is. A big spoon. Oh, it's over here. Working. It's working. Oh, yeah, there we go. Working. Alright, look at them. Caramelized onions. See the onions in it? Caramelized. Oh, God. With the rosemary. Sick. That's sick. Sick. Alright. Get a little more color on that. I'm going to cohabitate it, I think, with the foie gras after I flip it and wait a minute or two. So, the butter, steak butter. I'm not kidding you, man. If you haven't had steak butter on your steak, you just got to try it out. It is really, really good. Adds a lot of flavor and not too much. You know, there's a little saltiness to it. You just got to watch. Don't salt your steak like you usually do. Okay? Alright, you can see that steak is cooking up the sides, beginning to cook up the sides of it. It's a good color now. You can actually, I got meat presses at work that actually help to get more color, get your crosshatch going on your grill. So, come on, cook steak. I want to eat. I'm hungry. You're looking so good. Alright, I'm going to flip it and I'm going to come back when it... Okay. Ready for the foie gras. steak is cooking. Alright, so on the foie gras, you want to, I already cut little lines in them. You want to sear the cut lines first. High heat. Boy, I can smell it. Oh, I love that smell. Okay. So we're going to get ready to plate up while that's going. Here we go. I'll pop some mash right there. That's good enough for me. Okay. Can you see that good? Oh yeah, you can see it. It's going. She's a going. Oh. Searing. Sear, sear. Flavor, flavor. Beer, beer. Beer gone. Alright. Flip that baby. Caramelized and get some good color on that. Alright, I'm going to flip it off the burner. I'm going to plate my steak. Okay. I'm going to go right there on the plate. I'm going to go right here. Foie gras. Right there. See? Look at that. Look at that! Alright, now I'm going to get my steak butter. Okay. I'm going to put that right on the top. A little bit on there. It's going to melt. Go all over the place. See, you don't need a sauce on your steak like that. See, the butter is the sauce. Okay? And that's how you make a steak. Flat iron steak, caramelized onion, rosemary mashed potatoes, foie gras, and some good steak butter. And that's what I call Israel. Here it is. Look at that. Go in there. Get it. Well, there it is, boys and girls, friends, neighbors. Now for the test. Because I'm hungry. Alright, steak. Perfect mid-rare. Tender. Foie gras. Foie gras. You see that? Foie gras. Oh God. Oh man. That is some good foie gras. Taters. Taters are good. Alright, I'm gonna go eat. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Have a good night.